everyone, let me introduce myself. I'm Apprentice Parmini, and in this video I will explain about morphological explain of the Sasak language. In this small study, I'm analyze how word form in the Sasak language, especially the Praya dialect, are formed, changed, and used in everyday sentence. The goal is to understand the process of morphology of word formation in the local language and compare in with English. The first, morphology itself is a branch of linguistics that study word form in and the smallest unit of meaning called morpheme. By studying the morphology in the Sasak language, we can see how the local language has a unique ways of conveying meaning. This language is not just a means of communication, but also reflects the identity and culture of the people of Lombok. I choose the Praya dialect because I feel it shows the everyday use and many of the vocabulary. Words are still activity used in the local community. The second is data collection. In this study, I call Sasak word from everyday compassion in the Praya area. For example, the word bale meaning house, ina means mother, ama means father, mangan means eat, and begawe means work. I grouped this word into several categories: noun, verb, adjective, preposition, negation, and pronouns. From this list, I then select the word for morphological analysis. And the third, morpheme analysis. In the morpheme analysis, I distinguish between free morpheme, which can stand alone, and bound morpheme, which must be attached to another word. For example, the word bale, house, ina, mother, and ama, father, are free morpheme. Meanwhile, word like begawe come from be plus gawe, and mangan comes from man and kan. A prefix like be and man are bound morpheme because they cannot stand alone. The next is inflection in Sasak. In Sasak, the process in inflection or changing word form often occur through reduplication or repetition. For example, bale becomes bale. Bale to indicate the plural. For example, houses. Mangan means eat or eat together. Teman-teman, batur-batur means friend. In additional to reduplication, there are also aspect markers such as uh, lagi begawe, which means working. This inflection in Sasak does not alone involve endings and as in English, but can involve reflection or the additional of time markers. The next is derivational in Sasak. The process of derivational or the formation of new word often use prefix. For example, be plus gawe become begawe, meaning work. Man plus kan become mangan, meaning eat. Pen plus gawe becomes pegawe, begawe, meaning work. From this example, it is clear that prefix can change the basic meaning and something also change the word class. For example, from a noun to a verb. The next is morphological process in the Sasak language. In general, the Sasak language has several main morphological process, namely affixation, or the additional of prefix such as be, man, and pen. Reduplication, which is the repetition of the word such as bale and mangan-mangan. Compounding, which is the combination of the word. For example, bale ina means mother house. Borrowing, which is ikan word from Indonesian such as motorbike and school and eat. Conversion, which is a word that can function as a noun or a verb without changing. From the example, gawe can mean work or work. The next is comparison with English morphology. Compared to English, both languages share morphological process, but in different ways. English more frequently use ending like ed and er. For example, walk become walk or teaching become teacher. Meanwhile, Sasak use more prefix such as be, man, and pen. Reduplication, which is very common in Sasak, is almost non-existent in English. However, both languages share compounding. For example, the English word together toothbrush is similar to fine Sasak word bale ina. The next is challenge in analysis. During this analysis, I faced several challenges. This first was the dialect difference in Lombok, as words used in Praia are something different from those used Mataram or East Lombok. Second is it was also difficult to distinguish between inflection and derivational effects. As some prefix such as can have different function depending on the context. The third is the influence of Indonesian is quite strong, making it somewhat difficult to determine whether a particular word is truly Sasak or a loanword. And finally, finding clear examples to the convention process is also quite difficult, as meaning often depend on context, not on a change in word form.